Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another live learning session. So recently, we've been playing around with the PyTorch KNN stuff, not KNN, CNN, the convolutional neural networks. Um, Today we're gonna go. So I've been talking about doing KFold validation for the last I don't know, multiple videos now. This is how you know you have a software engineer as a product manager and as a project manager and a software engineer as things get really thrown around. I'm doing it live. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what KFold validation looks like, and then we're going to, oh, do I not have sklearn? And then we're going to implement it to a CNN. So in this episode, we're just going to we're just going to understand how KFold validation works. I don't think I have pip install sklearn. Okay, cool. I didn't have it installed. Okay. Import sklearn. No module named sklearn. Excuse me. All right. Content deactivate. Let's see which Python I'm using. Okay, let's see if we can. This doesn't make any sense. Pip freeze. sklearn 0.0.0.1. That's weird. Pip install -u sklearn. I don't think that's the right. Is it Scikit-Learn? Do I have to install Scikit-Learn? Scikit-Learn. Oh, I think I just have to install Scikit-Learn, and then you import it as sklearn. Yeah, okay. Well, clearly I do not install this library very often. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to learn how the KFold validation works. So we're going to do sklearn.model validation. No, model selection. From sklearn import model selection. Well, actually, from sklearn.model selection import KFold. KFold, there it is. So we're going to understand how KFold works. So our validator, KFold, is going to be KFold, and we'll do n splits. Okay, so it's automatically equal to 5. Shuffle, we'll do equals true. What else is there? I'm looking at the Scikit-Learn KFold documentation. Let's look this up. Scikit-Learn model selection KFold n split shuffle random state. Okay, so random state you use for reproducibility. So we're gonna put that on here. Equals. Let's make it 42. That's a good one. Now we're gonna do the enumerate here. And check this out. Bubble tea earlier. Um, mm, for fold. Oh, we have to give a data set, so we're gonna load the data set. Okay, how do we load this data set? I think we actually just need to do this part. And then, yeah. We'll get these guys in here. Root is actually, well, here we have to do PyTorch. We're in a different directory than we were before. Cool. And now, training index, validation index, and enumerate KFold dot split training data. Don't know if we actually need to do the, I didn't do, oh, sorry, KFold validator. Yep. Print fold, fold number, fold, and equals, print training, training indices, training indices. Yeah, well, not training index. This should be indices. Print test indices. Test indices. Oh, validation. Ah, yes. We have the testing data in a separate data set. So now we should be able to see what the training and the validation indices look like. We should also assert we should assert that none of these training indices are in, none of the training indices and the validation indices are together. Well, we can take a visual look, but it is clearly not the same. Okay, let's see. Oh, ew, sorry. What do we can do here? I think we can do, let's see, okay, let's let, crossover equals x if x in training indices and validation indices. Is that, that's not legal. X for x in if x in, there we go. Assert len crossover equals 0. Okay, cool. So there we go. Um, this is a little foray into KFold validation. Note that the random state produces the same validation and training indices each time. Um, and that the splits, we did 5 splits so that we have 5 folds, and each time the folds are different. And the shuffle basically allows us to shuffle the indices. So let's take a look at what happens if we turn shuffle into false. What just happened? Oh, whoops. Haha. Okay, whoops. Shuffle false has no random state. So what we're actually going to do here is comment this out. False. Oop, not false too, just regular false. And then look at what happens here is that we get these uh, we get splits that go in order basically, and so the indices aren't shuffled when we do that. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of KFold validation, of KFold like validation with sklearn. What you really need to understand here is that the usefulness of this is that it allows you to test your data multiple times on the data that you have without having to check it in the real world. So remember that the graphs, validation in the graphs, validation data is validation accuracy is more important than test accuracy, because if you have too high of a test accuracy, that means that you're overfitting to your sample data set. And so KFold validation allows us to make sure that we're not just training for the test accuracy, but for the validation accuracy. Okay, cool. So in the next video, I'm going to train a neural net with KFold validation, and we're going to take a look at how that works.